All right, Coach. Well, let's move over to the Coach Bossman that you got with you. Coach, the one question I have to ask you is, I know Rob Stoll, but I don't really know Coach Stoll. What would you tell me are the differences between those two guys?
I don't know how much of a difference there is. I've just got to know him this last year. He brought me on staff. I'm very appreciative of that. After having spent 9 seasons with Zach Taylor.
Do you want anything on it?
And he's as hard a worker and as focused as I've ever been around. And at the same time, he can crack the joke. And spending time with him away from football is the same way. Very focused with the task at hand, but able to crack the joke and make everybody feel welcome. And literally, they brought me in as a first-year guy. And I felt like I'd been there for 10 years. Not only Coach Stoll, but all the players, and just gave me an opportunity, and he does that with everybody. And just a hard worker. He knows the game so well.
Well, when you get this many guys who want to come and be a part of a team event after they've all finished their senior year, clearly shows, Coach, that you do have a great environment there, and obviously Coach Boffman's going to agree with you. Because we have so many players up here, we're going to go on to the next guy, Connor. Connor, we'll have you up here in a little bit when we talk about our Offensive Player of the Year, so we're going to avoid your stats for now. Talk about, one, you've got a couple of O-linemen up here with you, a tight end, a running back. Talk about what it's like controlling that offense. Obviously, looking at your stats briefly, very balanced. Had as many rushing touchdowns as passing you did, but you threw the ball very well, close to 2,000 yards. Talk about what it's like leading that team for 3 straight years, actually.
Well, it's been great. We have a ton of great players on offense. Everyone on the team, is such a hard worker, and there's so many different guys I can play to in any situation. I feel like I can count on everybody. We've had so many experienced seniors on the team, especially on offense. It made it easy for everyone because we all know who we are.
Well, Connor, we'll definitely talk to you a little bit more. Let's move over to Brad next to you. Brad Fire, inside linebacker, and Brad, again, as everyone else, a part of a great group of guys, a great senior season. If Connor wants to turn around for a second, we can look at your guys' regular season scoreboard there. A lot of blowouts in that measure there. Talk about what it's like playing defense. Thank you, Connor. Talk about what it's like playing defense when you have a great offense and you get to go out on the field. You start the game, looking pass run, but as it gets deeper in the game, your offense builds a lead. What's it like going out there, kind of going for the kill in that second half?
It just makes it more fun, knowing that we have a great offense to back us up. And defense or defensive doesn't make so many places to rely on each other. Just having Connor, Ryan, and everybody else to back us up, it's so special. Just having the time, just fly around, play hard.
No doubt it's special. 10-0 is something it's awful hard to beat. It's always going to be special. We'll go to J.R. Stoll, a guy I wasn't sure who it was for several weeks until I learned it was my cousin, John Robert. First of all, why do you have a different name with your family than you do with your team?
J.R.
Okay, that works. Now, obviously, I know the two of you guys very well. What's it like playing for your dad? I know I would joke with you on vacation when we talk some football. I wouldn't do that in front of Coach. He might yell at you. But what's it like to play for your dad? Obviously, you were very successful. 9 touchdowns this year. Played for several years, 3 years. But what's it like playing for your dad and separating that relationship between at home and on the field?
It was a great opportunity. I really got a great connection with my dad. He never went easy on me, but it definitely made me a better player and a better person.
Well, and obviously, you speak well about it at home because your brother is at Turpin and he'll be coming up in the ranks soon. And I'm sure in a couple years, Rob will tell me, oh, he's not sure about him, and then he'll have a great year. Let's go here we'll go with Matthew, one of the twins here. Strong safety. Talk about, oh, I'm sorry. I've got you guys upside down. We'll go offensive line. Pardon me if I didn't believe that. Okay, then we'll come back to you. Rob, what are you doing to me? You wrote down the wrong number. I'm going to blame that on Rob. All right, let's go to Max here. Max Rutenshaw, one of the offensive linemen on the team that we got up here. Max, talk about playing offensive line. Again, as I'm asking Brad, when you're going for the kill in the second half, the same thing when you're on the offensive line. When you've got that guy beat across from you, and you start really weighing on him, and you know you've got it won. Talk about that second half feeling that I'm sure you had more often than not as a 10-0 team.
I mean, it's just really great. The coaches do a really good job of keeping us all in shape, so that really helps. We never really wear down. The whole team stays up. We never quit.
Got to be pretty fun blocking for a guy who, when he drops back to pass, has the ability to run as well. And so it makes it a lot easier, I think, to pass block when the guy's afraid to actually put that pass rush on you.
Yeah, it's really great playing line with Connor. Sometimes makes your job a lot easier.
All right, let's try to talk to the Twins here. Let's see if I can figure it out. Matt, let me just ask you first of all, what position you play?
Outside linebacker.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to take the blame for that. All right. As Twins, you guys play an outside linebacker and strong safety. Obviously, you've grown up together your entire life. Probably a good question for him, but also for you. What's it like playing together, knowing that your brother's behind you, and if you miss a play, you know he's got your back?
I mean, it's a good feeling. You get good chemistry, and you can always trust him. It also helps build like he's always going to be the better one, so it always pushes you to motivate you to be better.
So you don't want him to have your back, because you don't want him to scrape up that tackle you missed, I guess.
Yes, exactly.
All right, well, let's talk to the brother Tom. Strong safety. What's it like for you sitting in the back of that defensive backfield, pretty much getting the best seat in the house to watch your brother play football all day?
I really enjoyed it. We have some really good defensive players, so it's cool to watch them play. Deep safety, I don't know, a lot of sweet plays we got to see this year. I really enjoyed it.
Surely got to be good fun to be in the huddle with your brother, I would think.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right, we'll talk to Ryan Milliken here. Ryan, in the walking boot, blew up his ankle in the first game of the year, correct?
Yep.
And yet came back, and from what I got from Coach Hoffman, said one of the toughest kids he's ever seen on the field. Said you played through pain, yet still were the best running back option you had out there. Talk about getting back out there, not letting your senior season fall away, getting back out there to play with the rest of your crew.
Being able to come back and play at all was just awesome because I honestly thought after I heard I was going to lose the whole season. So to be able to come back and play at all was just a lot of fun. And this was definitely the most fun team I've ever played on. And to have this be the last year that I played football, it's just really special because this was by far the most fun I've ever had playing sports.
How's the rehab on the ankle going?
Oh, it's going good. I get the boot off in about a week, so it's going good.
Well, it's good to see you walking around. 12-1, a 10-0 regular season. Coach Stoll, great group of guys up here. Let's give it up for the Turpin Spartans, 12-1, your first ECC champions. And I think right now we're going to kick it back out there to Dan Classman's over by the island.
All right, thanks a lot, James. A big round of applause. Let's get those Spartans back here for a little team picture shot. Hope everybody's having a good time tonight, enjoying some great food at the Holy Grail. I'd like to thank all of our waitresses.